Welcome to the Fannattics Show Live, where we talk about anything and everything Magic fan related, not affiliated, on quest to our team's first ever NBA championship. And now to introduce your host of the stream, from Orlando, Florida, y'all know him best, Hollywood!
Y'all already know what's going on. This your man Hollywood, just an Orlando Magic fan. That intro gets me every time. I'm not even gonna lie. And then the outro, respect to me for making it, because, boy, it's a banger. Y'all already know, y'all see the clipboard. It's time to start. It's time to cut. And we just went live, so let's get into it and action. Y'all already know. Y'all see the title of the video. Y'all know what we are talking about. Y'all know what we are here for, and that is to talk 2025 NBA draft. Your Orlando Magic selecting 25th. A whole bunch of people wanted that dude from China, including myself. Some people wanted Walter Clayton Jr., including myself, and we ain't getting neither of them. But you know what? We did get a gem. We did get somebody who I truly believe is on the blueprint to get us to where we want to go. He is somebody who we got knowing that we need shooting, knowing that that was the biggest struggle we had last year, knowing that that's really what was keeping us from becoming this phenomenal team, obviously, not including injuries, right? But everybody knows that even when we were a fully healthy squad, we had no three-point shooting. We went out, we got Desmond Bane. A lot of people were thinking, are we going to trade this pick? Are we going to keep the pick? Are we going to get a bigger person? Are we going to get a bigger name, so on and so forth? Or are we just going to thug it out and draft? As the days started going by, everyone was saying, you know what, it seems like we're going to draft because, you know, there's no rumbling, so on and so forth. Then the draft actually happened. You saw a whole bunch of teams do swaps. Like, I think it was, I don't even know, like Portland and Memphis did a swap, so on and so forth, right? Then it was the Magic's turn. And the Magic picked a guy whose dad actually played for the Orlando Magic. For those who don't know, Jason Richardson's son, JASE Richardson, is who we picked at 25. Now, what I will say is this. JASE Richardson is a gem. It's a gem for us all because the man can shoot. The man can shoot. This is from clickorlando.com, West 6 News, right? We about to dive into it. Y'all see it there. Orlando Magic select JASE Richardson in the first round of the NBA draft. Michigan star is the son of Jason Richardson. For those who don't know, Jason Richardson was one of our shooting guards. He was a great shooting guard when he played for us. He was just lights out. I remember one of the plays I'll never forget from Jason Richardson. Of course, everyone remembers him as a warrior, so on and so forth. But the man, look, when you search up, I mean, I know I put, let's see what happens when we just put Jason Richardson, what comes up. You're not going to get the Magic photos, but it's all good because I know I remember the Magic photos. I remember that one little stint he had, and it was phenomenal. What I will say is the one memory that I remember is Jason Richardson being on the bench, and all of a sudden he went in-game, meaning we had 6 players on the court, caught the ball in the corner, splashed the 3. You hear Paul Porter, 3, Jason Richardson. And, oh, man, the Cash Money started going crazy, and then it was just one of those NBA bloopers that went under the rail, right? Now, to talk about his son, I don't got to say it. West 6 News said it for me. Let's get some manslaughter case out the way. JASE, for us, fits a lot of needs because he's an excellent shooter and he's one of the lowest mistake players in the whole draft. That being said, by none other than the Welt father, Orlando Magic president of basketball operations, Jeffrey Weltman. He is 6'1", but he has a 6'6" wingspan. Most importantly, he's an incredible young guy, and he's got a great feel for the game. Now, I get it. That little paragraph, basic generic things you would say with any NBA draft, any NBA draftee that you got on your team, because of course you want to talk positive about them, say they're this, they're that. I'm not gonna lie to you, one of my high school teachers honestly ruined the interview process for me in the NBA, in major sports, because he told me, if you notice, every single interview is the same questions. How do you feel you could do better? We just got to tighten up, man. We really got to play team basketball. You know, going out there is truly just a blessing in disguise, and we just got to make sure we go out, try our best. Yo, how are y'all going to fix the three-point shooting? You already know we're going to go into the gym. We're going to make these three-point shots, and we're just going to keep going until we get better and just hope we get better. You know, it's a team sport, T-E-A-M, no I in team, you know. It's the same thing in every single interview. So, of course, a lot of these interviews, a lot of these answers to questions are the same generic answers. But what we're here for. Richardson is the son of Jason Richardson, who spent 2 seasons, not 1, 2, with the Orlando Magic, which, of course, was during my childhood, and I vividly remember Jason Richardson on that team. In college, Jace Richardson appeared in 36 games during his freshman season at Michigan State University. Go Spartans, for whoever's a Michigan State fan out there. I personally have never met one in my life, but I've never been to Michigan. So, of course, averaging 12.1 points, 3.3 rebounds, 1.9 assists, and 25 minutes per game. Now, I get it. That's not LeBron numbers. That's not, whoa, you're going to the NBA, buddy. But what I will say, while shooting, this is the most important part, while shooting 49.3% from the field and 41.2% from the three-point range. I get it, he's a rookie. I get it, he's in the NCAA. But what I will say, Michigan State is a great team. Michigan State is a D1 school, a great basketball program. There's been a whole bunch of people who've come out of Michigan State, let alone Draymond Green. I always think of, oh my God, Valentine, but he's from Michigan State. So, you know, Valentine also came from Michigan State. Some good names that are in the NBA community, right? So to go from a team like Michigan State to now being in the NBA is already a big transition in its own right. But what we will say, 49.3% from the field and 41.2% from three-point range, what more do we want? We were picked 25. We weren't going to get a lottery pick. We weren't going to get these guys who instantly changed the game. But what I will say is if you look at the pick that we got at 25 should have gone higher. Weltman was even talking, it's not directly on here, but I was reading something that Weltman even said he wanted him at 16. That's who we were aiming for at 16. We traded, of course, for Desmond Bane, that 16th pick. But seeing him at 25, diamond in the rough, I think that's how that saying goes, but diamond in the rough for sure for this Orlando Magic team that needs three-point shooting. We lost Cole Anthony, who, of course, a lot of Magic fans say he's inconsistent, so on and so forth. We basically just got a young Cole Anthony. I think if he comes in and is just able to hit a couple threes when we need him to, that's all we asking for. He's not Paolo. He's not Franz. He's not Bane. He's not Suggs. He's not one of those guys that we're looking for and saying the team is on yo back, go crazy. He's going into a position, he's in a position right now, going into this team, going into this franchise that is on the highest highs that they've been in my entire lifetime. I've been on this earth for 25 years. April 10, 2000 is when I touched the actual air of this earth. And the Orlando Magic have never, ever, ever been in this type of position that I remember. I became a fan when I was 10, so around that 2010 era, past that 2009 finals run. And what I will say is, Magic fans, we are back. You see somebody like a Jace Richardson, 41.2% from three-point range. He was named to the 2024-25 All Big Ten third team, earned Big Ten All-Freshman team honors, and was an NCAA South Regional All-Tournament selection. Richardson ranked second on the team in scoring and helped the Spartans reach the Elite Eight of the NCAA tournament. I'm telling you this right now. He has experience in important games because every game in the NCAA tournament is the most important game of your life. You see these small schools win one game and they remember that forever. So, to be able to get to the Elite Eight in your only year in college, his toughness and his basketball IQ stick out. Magic head coach Jamal Mosley said, he's a guy that can knock down shots. He's not afraid of the moments. I haven't even read this, and I just said that. I'm telling you, we all could see it. You don't have to be blind. You don't have to be an NCAA fan. You don't have to genuinely be somebody who's just a Michigan State fan to see the numbers, to see the attitude, and to see the experience. When your dad is in the NBA, When your dad is somebody like a Jason Richardson, who he wasn't a third string, he was the star for the Warriors. He was a great role player for us when he played for the Magic. He is a great person, a great athlete who will be on the minds of many 2000s NBA fans, right? If that's your dad, that's the person who is at your crib eating dinner with you. That's the person in the gym putting shots up with you when nobody's watching. That's the guy at 6 a.m. knocking on your door, yo, let's go work. Kobe already been out there since 4. You know what I mean? If that guy is Jason Richardson, what can we say about you? We know you got the blueprint on how to get there and how to become so great. If he becomes a Jason Richardson Jr. and just needs to hit the shots for us when they matter, it's a home run out of the park for us. It's a home run out of the park for us. Because this team, all we need is the three-point shooting. All we need is the actual ability to hit those threes, to be able to say we don't. Magic fans have spent years complaining about shooting, complaining about our shooting woes, our shooting percentages, how we don't have shooters. And I'm talking about from the Victor Oladipo days, let alone the Dwight Howard days. We had Rashard Lewis, we had Courtney Lee, we had Michael Peaches, we had dudes, Hito Turkoglu, making real big shots from the three. And then after that, we had people like Evan Fournier, Mario Hezonja. No disrespect, C.J. Watson. No disrespect to those gentlemen at all. They in the NBA, I'm not. I'm on a microphone, right? But what we can say, those aren't first three-point shooting options in the NBA. Those aren't guys who are going to hit shots when you need them most, and we saw that. We saw somebody like Evan Fournier. I'm not that big of an Evan Fournier fan because when he was on the Magic, I feel like he gave us a 25 performance one night, and then 5 games in a row, just straight 5 points, 8 points, man, brick after brick he was building a house, he was building that I-4 skyscraper. That's how many bricks Buddy was shooting. And I'm telling you right now, seeing this team now, who we had a Cole Anthony, unfortunately not with us anymore. He is now a Memphis Grizzly for those who don't know. And to upgrade that to Desmond Bane, who is arguably one of the best shooters in the whole league. Not the East, not the West, not the Grizzlies, not the Magic. The whole league now is on our team. Now gives more spacing to Paolo, more spacing to Franz, more spacing to Tristan da Silva, more spacing for Anthony Black, more spacing for people who can make a shot like a Jace Richardson. Now with having a Desmond Bane, with having a Jace Richardson, we are now showing that we know what we need. We're getting what we need. And the only true thing, I'm not going to say Wendell Carter Jr. isn't it. I think we need a better upgrade on that center position. But if we rock with Wendell this season, I wouldn't be mad at it. You know, he's all right. He's an all right center. I just don't feel like he is a championship center, at least in my eyes. But again, we've been nowhere near a championship since 2009. So how could I know, you know? But seeing how he plays, seeing what he does, I don't say it. Magic Twitter has said it. Babysitting the three-point line, doing things in which, come on, bro. You're a center. Why you shooting threes? I will say that. I say that all the time. You're a center and you got 5 to 6 three-pointers a game. And you only make one of them. Sure, some nights you give me 3 three-pointers, we just beat a team by 25, and it's amazing. But then you go 4 games, 1 for 6, 1 for 5, 0 for 4. We can't have that in this day and age where we're in a win-now situation. And somebody like a Jace Richardson gives us an option, especially from the bench. That's all he's going to do. All we going to need him to do is catch and shoot. He doesn't have to play make. He doesn't have to do things in which I feel like Cole Anthony was pressured to do because we didn't have spacing. We didn't have people. We didn't have just the ability to create a shot. Now with a Desmond Bane, now with a Jace Richardson, and again, I don't think we're done with moves. I'm not going to say we make a major splash like Desmond Bane. We already know that was our big splash. But don't count out the Magic. It's only June 26th right now. 626 day. Shout out Lilo and Stitch. And I'm telling you right now, all we need is just a couple more upgrades and we championship material. Can we get there now? Of course. The East is wide open. No Tatum on the Celtics. No Tyrese on the Pacers. Again, not making fun, not celebrating injuries, just speaking the truth. The Knicks, brand new coach, how is that going to work? Why did they get rid of Tibbs? I don't know. If I'm a player like a Jalen Brunson ended that game in which the Knicks got eliminated and literally said, I love Tibbs. Said things in which a player wouldn't say that if he was lying. There's a lot of players, LeBron James, who be lying about, oh, yeah, I love David Black. Oh, that's my guy. You fired him for Tyronn Lue. Sure, you don't got the executive decision, but when they asked you how you felt about him, so you have players in this league who are superstars, all-stars, the best players of this league, who don't mention their coach the way that Jalen Brunson was talking about Tibbs. And in my opinion, Jalen Brunson is a superstar. He is an all-star, so he has that validity to be in the room with the likes of LeBron, KD, Steph, all them guys. Sure, he might not be that Hall of Fame, you changed the game. But in today's NBA, East all-star, you got to put Jalen Brunson there. So the fact that you're all-star in New York, out of every single city, New York said that he loved the coach, and y'all got rid of him. How do you think Jalen Brunson go feel? So that's already, and we're not talking about Cat, we're not talking about OG, we're not talking about all those other people. Again, another team in the East got a little iffy. When last year they were these juggernauts, quote unquote, right? You got the Bucks. Damian Lillard coming off that. He ain't going to be the same, at least to start off the year, And again, no disrespect to any of these players. We're just speaking facts. Paolo Banchero, Franz Wagner, are they going to be 100%? Who knows? They just spent a good chunk of last season injured and trying to just will the team back, and we were able to, thank God, make the playoffs, right? Even if we lost in the first round. I've lived life where we went 7 years without touching playoff basketball. Never want to experience that again. So just making it to the playoffs, especially with a depleted team like we had, we were meant for more. The injury stopped us, but now this season is different. Magic fans, getting JASE Richardson is one of those picks who that with a JASE Richardson, we're moving into the right direction. We're moving into the direction that we need, which is improving that three-point shot, improving shooting in general, and getting somebody who just has the tools and resources to really be a sniper in this league. All he has to do is sit in a corner. We have Wendell doing that, and that's our starting center. Let the Rook do that. Let the Rook, who can actually shoot more than 1 3 a game. And again, no disrespect to Wendell, but we just know how it works. Get Wendell in the paint. Get whoever's the center that we got in the paint. Boxing out, getting boards, getting those second chances, give me is wide open under. Why? Because we're going to have a JASE Richardson, we're going to have a Desmond Bane, and let's not even talk about if Franz, Paolo, Jalen Suggs all improve, in which I believe they will, y'all believe they will, improve that three-point shooting for this upcoming season. If we're able to just jump just slightly, just even slightly better than last year, we got a shot to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, let alone the Finals. Because this team was this close to shocking Cleveland 2 years ago. We were this close to, we still competed against the Celtics. I don't care what the final score was. I don't care if we only got one game in that season or in that series. We gave them the work. We put a challenge up in the first round that they were not expecting. Everybody says it. Not just me, not just Magic fans, not just Magic Twitter. Everybody says we gave the Boston Celtics work. Even a Boston Celtic himself, Kendrick Perkins. I'm telling you right now, Magic fans, this pick with JASE Richardson moves us into the direction in which we genuinely want to go, which is just having another shooter on the squad. Now, I get it. A lot of people want a center. A lot of people want we can't do all the upgrades right now. We can't do all of that right now. I get it. We're in a win-now situation, but we got to see how it plays out. There is a trade deadline. There is an off-season next season in which we can just tweak just a little bit. Just a little bit. Because we got way more priorities right now than to fix that center position because, again, we have a Wendell Carter Jr., who he's not that bad. He's a good center. It's just we can't have you babysitting the three-point line. We need you to box out. We need you to be that genuine center. I will never compare you to Dwight Howard, but you got to be like Dwight Howard. You got to be that guy in the center position, in the paint, guarding that paint, getting boards, and passing it out to the real shooters of the squad that can make those three-point shots. Desmond Bane opens up the floor for Paolo and Franz to go crazy because now he eliminates the triple team. Having a bench in which you bring in JASE Richardson, you have an Anthony Black, you have a Tristan da Silva, you have a Goga Batadze, you have a Jet Howard. We got some snipers at the crib. Of course, our front office just believed in them and wanted to see how they would react, what they would do with that adversity of last season, and we all saw. We did all right. This season now is a win-now season, and this move gives us that win-now mentality because we wouldn't have picked somebody like a JASE Richardson if we wasn't trying to win right now, and I think he fits the mold of being an Orlando Magic perfectly. He is that guy who all we need him is for those three-point shots. Don't even worry about creating your own shot because you're going to have it. We're going to get a Paolo, we're going to get a Franz, we're going to get a Desmond Bane, and even if, what happens if he pans out to be a great shooter in the league, to be a 49, 41, even 35% three-point shooter? Magic fans, that's a home run. That's a knockout the park. It's great to see that we believe in this kid, let alone we believe in having him be our 16th, which I get it. Don't believe everything these NBA execs say because when the NBA exec says, oh, nah, man, Shams, you're insane for saying that. We love this player, so on and so forth. 2 days later, they get traded. And Shams looking at them like, I thought y'all said I was wrong. But, hey, that's a lot of the front office. The front office, they're media trained. They know what to say, what not to say. They get paid the millions of dollars to do so. But what I will say, do I think that we would have got him at 16th? Seems like a welcome move. Do I think that he's worth the 25? Of course. You can say all you want that we were going to get him at 16, so on and so forth. But the fact we got him at 25, which is the pick that we had and the pick that we got, it shows that we believe in this squad that we got now. We believed in the squad last year, but this year we know with the improvements, with the addition of Desmond Bane, with the addition of a JASE Richardson, that three-point shooting percentage is going to skyrocket. Or I guess this hand. It's going to skyrocket because at the end of the day, that's all we really needed last year. We just needed three-point shooting because once they knew, oh, they're not hitting threes tonight, clog up the paint, Paolo, Franz ain't have no space to work, and they would still get their 25, 30-piece, 50-piece games. You know what I mean? Magic fans getting a JASE Richardson, I get it. A lot of people wanted Walter Clayton. A lot of people wanted Hassan. A lot of people wanted somebody else that wasn't named JASE Richardson. But guess what? JASE Richardson is a guy in which I think can thrive on the Orlando Magic. And remember this. You're going to see him in the Summer League, which is very soon, July 10th, in about 2 weeks. You're going to see this team rebrand, new Jumbotron, new, a new atrium, new players, new jerseys. Everything that this Magic team has done this offseason has been a step forward, and it includes this pick right here with JASE Richardson. I'm telling y'all, it might not have been the guy that y'all thought we was going to get because y'all wanted Walter Clayton or y'all wanted Hassan, because I ain't seen not a single person besides maybe one say that they wanted JASE Richardson. And I'm telling you right now, looking at the experience of having a Jason Richardson as your dad, looking at having the experience of coming from a D1 school like Michigan State, again, it's different, and this is no knock at all, but it's different saying you come from Auburn basketball, or you come from Ole Miss basketball, or you come from Alabama basketball, as opposed to a Duke, Kentucky, Kansas, Michigan State, Michigan, those types of teams, Ohio State, where they have a phenomenal college program. Paolo Banchero, you saw what happened with Duke. You saw how they, in Duke, if you are good in Duke, look, I wanted Jabari Smith. I wanted Jabari Smith, and when we got Paolo, I low-key was a little heated because I'm like, bro, we just did it again. We just messed up. I can't believe it. But the fact that in the first Summer League game, you saw when these kids come from programs that are instrumental to college basketball that are one of the greatest programs in college basketball, like a Duke. Their mentality is different. The way they play, their play style, their practices, they're used to different things, honestly. And this Magic team, I'm not going to lie to you, is like a Michigan State in the NBA world. This Magic team isn't the Dukes, isn't the North Carolinas. Completely forgot about them earlier. They not that type of team yet. But we in Michigan State. We gonna give y'all the work. We can make a deep playoff run. We could reach an Elite Eight. Now, we gonna win that championship? It's up to y'all to decide as players to see how y'all fit in this squad and see where we go from here. Now, gotta look at the chat, man. I'm not gonna lie, this chat is booming today, bro. Big ups to y'all. Big ups. We got my boy Trey in New York. Yes, sir. Daniel, big shout outs to you. 2K12. I do remember, bro, Jason Richardson was a green, let alone in real life, but in 2K, can't even speak on that. That man was boom. We got El Magico in the chat, my guy. Big bombs for El Magico. Upgraded from KCP and Cole with Bane and Jace. Completely agree. My boy Riley Will, we got a steal of the draft. I agree with you completely. He is that guy who nobody was talking about, nobody was saying, but he seems like one of them ones that in 5 years, in 10 years, you're going to look back and say, whoa, the 2025 NBA draft, how did he fall to 25? How did he fall that low to the Orlando Magic? That's crazy. They just got a steal. Completely agree with that. El Mágico, my guy, making amazing cups. For those who don't know, man, another Magic Minute. Shout out to y'all. One of the best groups I've seen. Love that fandom. Love that fan group. And y'all already know I'm an honorary Another Magic Minute member. I will always rep Another Magic Minute. Y'all are amazing. We got Izzo doesn't speak or play rookies. The way he gushed about Jace shows we got a steal. Riley saying he's the same height as Darius Garland, Peyton Pritchard, I call him Pritch, and Trey Young with a longer wingspan. We good. Boom, boom, boom. This Magic team is up. Magic fans, we up. Y'all already know. Appreciate y'all for tuning in to the stream. We about to wrap things up. My final thoughts on Jace Richardson. Genuinely, I think he, like Raleigh said, he's the steal of the draft. I think he is one of those guys who, if my boy Hansan ain't go 16, I might have said it was Hansan in the second round. But the fact that Hansan went 16, it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure you putting on that kid. Coming in from China, no NCAA experience, going straight into the NBA. Woo, boy. I'm going to be rooting for Hansan, though, because that's the guy I wanted for the Magic. But a Jace Richardson, genuinely to have him on this squad, have Jason Richardson, because you know, Jason Richardson, y'all saw the video. There's a video going around on Twitter of Fox Sports Florida back in the day when Jason Richardson did play here. And it was him hooping with Jace, shooting it up, buckets. I'm telling you right now, you see Jason Richardson is involved in as a father, let alone just wants his kid to win. You don't think he's going to turn up? You don't think he's going to be at a practice facility? You don't think Jason Richardson being next to a Paulo Banchero, being next to a Franz Wagner, being next to a Jalen Suggs, even a Desmond Bane, he already got the shooting down. Desmond Bane already has that shooting percentage down. We got Sham God, for those who don't know, one of the greatest street ball legends ever. Rumored to be in the city, let alone one of our next shooting coaches, if not our next shooting coach on this Orlando Magic team. You got Jason Richardson, who's going to be in the building, go be in the city, go be just a call away from his son. You don't think that's going to help? You don't think that's going to really help? Jason Richardson, at least from what I see, he's trying to help his son win. You don't think he's going to help his teammates, his son's teammates win? I'm telling you right now, I think it was a steal. I'm shocked that he dropped 225, but hey, I'm glad he's on our team now. Y'all already know it's your man Hollywood, just an Orlando Magic fan. I appreciate y'all genuinely for coming and tuning into the stream. Y'all already know, JASE Richardson, the brand new, and he's wearing number 11 for those who don't know. Number 11. Courtney Lee's number, man. I'm telling you right now, Magic fans, we are hyped. We are hyped. We got like 3 months left until the season. We got Summer League coming soon, and I can't be hype enough because I want to see JASE. I want to see what he does. I want to see the likes of Anthony Black, Tristan da Silva, Jet Howard, Goga Batadze. All of those guys, I don't know if Goga's going to play Summer League, but those types of guys, I want to see them on the squad. I want to see them do their thing to see what can we expect next season. Y'all already know, it's your man Hollywood, just an Orlando Magic fan. Appreciate y'all for tuning into the stream. Y'all see that clipboard? We've been talking for a minute, so it's time to wrap it up. Y'all already know. Have a blessed one. Positive mindset of the day. Make sure y'all think. I see a lot with it. This NBA draft got me, I'm not going to say emotional, but it definitely got me a little sentimental for just thinking about the past and seeing these kids. Some of them cried. Most of them thanked their moms and the people who was there. A lot of them just showed how much work that they put in to achieve their dreams. So always remember, if you want to achieve your dreams, you got to work for it. You got to do it when ain't nobody watching. You got to do it when nobody asks you to. You got to do it because you want to better yourself, as let alone a person, an athlete, wherever you are in the world. Like Martin Luther King said, if you go be a garbage man, be the best garbage man out there. If you go be a painter, be the best painter out there. If you go be a street sweeper, you better be the best one out there, because that's how you will progress. That's how you will become the best. You'll feel better, you'll look better, and life will just end up being better. Y'all already know we are out of here. That is a wrap. And like always, go Magic, baby. Hollywood, and it's evident I am just a Magic fan. Old Town, I'ma represent. Taking charge, go commando. Now we living in Miami, but you know I rep Orlando. Oak Ridge, yeah, it lives in me. Walking down the road, passing by OBT. 407 every day, it stay on repeat. Blue in my blood, ain't no stopping me.